Why are women so mean about each other's looks?
You know what I love about TikTok? It's that I can log in at any time and just experience such a warm, kind, body positive community.
So why does this happen? Why are women so mean to each other? It's because in a patriarchal system...
Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. Got a video today from TikTok. Women hating on each other. They figured it out, guys. They figured it out. What's the reason? The reason for women hating on each other, hating on each other's looks. Let's find out. Please like and subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. And let's get to that chow. It's chow time.
Why are women so mean about each other's looks?
You know what I love about TikTok? It's that I can log in at any time and just experience such a warm, kind, body positive community.
Women are so ruthless with each other, though. Like, look at that. And fix that fuck ass over. Why would they say shit like this to each other? I mean, at least say, you know, like, oh, your overbite might be a little bit off, but say to fix that fuck ass overbite. I wonder why they do this with each other. You know, it's like, is it because they love each other? Well, I don't think so, but we'll see.
So she's turning this comment about her teeth into a funny, sarcastic commentary on how women like to police each other's looks. So why does this happen? Why are women so mean to each other?
Let me know.
It's because in a patriarchal system...
It's our fault, guys. It's our fault. We won. It's our fault. It's our fault. Yep, we did all this. You know, women fight each other because of us.
Women's power often stems from their looks. And for that patriarchal system to maintain itself, women are taught to police each other's looks.
You know, it has something to do with competition. You know, women loving men, men loving women, and them doing things to try to get each other. You know, that might be a part of why, you know, men are in competition with each other and women are in competition with each other, but women can't fight like men can. So you guys degradate, you know, character assassination and freaking gossip. This is exactly what women do.
So there's a whole class of well-meaning women who comment at me, for example, but you look so much prettier with eye makeup. Just wear it. And in those sort of handmaidens of the patriarchy, they're trying to...
Oh, so women that like to look good and point out women to look a little bit better are now handmaidens of the patriarchy. I didn't know we had handmaidens, guys. Like, who has one? I don't.
Ensure that I follow the system. Then there's a whole nother group who are really living in the privilege of being more normative. And they are saying, your nose is too big or you're ugly, because they want to remember that they are not. They are attractive. They're the ones with the power. But can't we just stop? Well, it's really hard because women have this double-edged sword. First of all, there's a whole industry about beauty that does not want women to stop thinking about looks. An average woman spends $300,000 in their lifetime on their face alone.
Okay.
To add to this, the way women look really plays into how they're perceived. So by giving up on beauty standards, you are dinged. Oddly enough, you're also dinged if you work too hard on beauty standards. You're thought to be frivolous. So you're in a rock and a hard place about looks. And while a lot of writers might say, and that beauty is what also makes you feel good. When you look good, you feel good. What actually that is that our system gives a positive feedback loop to people who look good. And yes, you feel good, but you feel good because the system is set up that way. So,
no, our minds and our bodies are set up that way. We talk about this. Even children, babies, are happier and more pleasant when they see an attractive person. It is literally wired into us to like attractiveness. So when two women are attractive, they kind of have to compete with each other to be able to get a certain man. It's just normal competition of species. This happens in other species too. You know, that's why there's peacocks. Men have to do all this fancy stuff to attract the mate. Where humans is a little bit different. Men's fancy stuff is our stuff. Our cars, our lifestyle, you know, our money. Your fancy stuff is like a peacock. It's your feathers. It's what you present to yourself. We don't care about much else other than them feathers.
So basically, women are acting out of altruism or a display of power or sort of a pragmatic sense that this is the way that the world works.
So all women that thinks all differently about this particular subject all have some kind of issue with the patriarchy. Is that what you're saying?
But in all three of these ways, they are acting on behalf of the hypothetical men who might be judging us. In other words, the patriarchy.
I didn't watch this, guys, but god dang, I'm so good at this patriarchy stuff.
And it's people who are non-normative who are the biggest threat to the patriarchy. They're saying, like, I don't need that. And so that's why non-normative people often get the most comments, because they are the biggest threat to the system as it stands.
Or the non-normative people are probably the least attractive of people, and they happen to get more of the nasty comments because there is an average of looks for women and for men. You know, this is crazy how college has really indoctrinated these women to really think this way, because there was no mention of patriarchies or anything back in, 10, 15 years ago when I was in high school. There was nothing like that. It was just normal presidents and people leadership. Nowadays, it's patriarchy this, patriarchy that. Where did they learn all of this from? It wasn't from us. It was from school. All of this higher education really taught them about this patriarchy theory, and now they use it on almost everything. They didn't realize that women have always been valued for their beauty. It's what you were born with. It's, yes, you can adjust it a little bit, but that's the benefit of being a woman. Us men, if we're fug ugly, we're fug ugly. There's nothing we can do about it. There's no makeup or anything. The only thing we can do is create value for the people around us in the community for us to be wanted or to even acclimate to society. If we don't even do the basics of adding value, we become incels. We become nobodies. We become dwellers in basements and things like that. So people need to really lay off this patriarchy stuff and really think about just dynamics of people. Why do people do some of these things? Why do people trash other people? Because it's usually some type of competition, some type of way they feel about each other, and some type of insecurity. You know, like, I don't go out telling people they're ugly. Why? I'm pretty insecure about my looks. But I could see why some men or some women, you know, see other good-looking women doing things on the internet. They're like, you know what? Fuck you. I just want to say shit to you because I don't like you, or I think you look better than me, or whatever it is. It's a myriad of reasons. It's not just because patriarchy. How much more can they blame on the patriarchy? Like, men have taken the blunt of every single thing that has happened recently that women are unhappy with. Everything that makes women unhappy, it's men's fault. Hey, fuck it. I'll take it. It's my fault. What are you going to do about it? What are you women going to do about it if it is my fault? I ain't sorry for it, because why? That's how fucking society works. That's how our human brains work. Get used to it. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.